Tonight's topic has the potential to impact each of us in a quite profound way. Whether you're a communications professional, journalist, or executive at a tech startup, everybody in this room is concerned about, and we're searching for answers on how to maintain credibility and integrity in what many are calling a post-truth era.
You know, one of the big questions that I think we have to even begin this discussion about fake news is just the definition. I don't think it's really consistent if you're talking to, Trump administration, reporters who cover it, the general public. So maybe just go on down the line. What is your definition of fake news?
You can't just call bad journalism fake news, and you can't just call stuff you don't like fake news, which is what the president seems to do. That's how I would define it. Intentionally misleading to try and achieve some aim.
It becomes so parsed to the point where you can go anywhere you want to hear anything you want based on your political ideology.
I think part of the reason it has more attention is because of the role of technology companies. So because Facebook and Twitter, but more Facebook, what's Facebook? Who tweets really?
It's Facebook. No, it's Facebook.
But Facebook, their ability to disseminate information to such an enormous number of people with such speed has changed the fake news game. So to Alex's point, that has been going on for such a long time.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Oh, no.
No, I don't think the percentages have changed. I just think the overall volume of information that's being spread is so much higher. So there's a much higher volume of fake news because it's a lot easier to do that. But there's just a ton of
tech-enabled that. I mean,
right,
we didn't have.
yeah.
So that's a tech-enabled issue. We live in a world where people blur facts all the time. What happens if you can, at the speed of the touch of a button, disseminate that amongst 2 billion people? I think you'd have a lot of folks say, oh, that sounds like there are a lot of basic issues. I don't know if we should do that. But I don't think the engineering mindset allowed for that until the results of this election. So I do think that's one of the impacts on the vote.
Right. Can I weigh in on that? Because I also think that it's volume, definitely it's volume. It's the fact that it can spread. But I would also say that Facebook has put fuel on the fire, it's working on it. But before the 2016 election, which is obviously why this topic got so much interest, Facebook made some tweaks to its platform that really put fuel on the fire for a publication like American News. So when you have this publication, all right, it's just posting these bullshit stories on the corner of the internet. But what Facebook has done is it's optimized its newsfeed for time. It wants you to spend as much time as possible, and we do spend, I think we spend like around 40 hours a month in the app on average. And so it's done an exceptionally good job at that. And so Facebook has this option. What is it going to show you in the newsfeed? Is it going to show you something that makes you feel good and makes you believe that your worldview is correct? Or is it going to show you something that you might disagree with? So I think that we can say pretty confidently that Facebook's been a great petri dish for confirmation bias.